nice. He's got 3 best and fairest, 4 All-Australians, one of the all-time great players.
The Final Quarter is a film about the last 3 years of footballer Adam Goodes' career in the AFL. A celebrated dual Brownlow medalist, a proud Indigenous man, an advocate for anti-racism and reconciliation, Goodes became the target of extensive booing in the final years of his illustrious career. It perhaps began back in 2013 when Goodes responded to a young Collingwood spectator at the MCG calling him an ape. I remember seeing some of the debate after that in 2013 when I just started as Race Discrimination Commissioner. And I felt at the time that we were on the verge of some serious cultural change in how we dealt with casual racism. And yet, just a few years later, we had a situation where crowds every week were booing Adam Goodes because of an Indigenous war cry dance that he performed. For many people, the booing was driven by racism and malice. For others, perhaps it was driven by something more casual, going along with the crowd. But it was a window into some dark aspects of our society and to how racism can fester and grow when it's not challenged. My research at the University of Sydney is about racism and national identity and how our society must respond to bigotry and prejudice when it arises. Someone like Adam Goodes embodies, for our society, a figure who has paid a price for responding to racism, but he's also someone who we should look to as an example for how we deal with difficult issues in our national debate.
He's forcing our nation to talk.
It's not a comfortable thing to talk about. It's definitely not a comfortable thing to go through.
What Goodes' experience tells us is that as a society we need to do better at responding to racism. All too often people try and deny and deflect, and all too often you get the impression that anti-racism is the real cause of division, not racism itself. But let's be clear, racism is the cause of division. Anti-racism is what we need to combat it.
I decided to stand up, and I'll continue to stand up.